I don't think I've ever been this hungover.
In your late 20s, you stopped drinking.
Stop drinking, yeah.
Very difficult?
No, beautiful. Unbelievable.
Better.
Oh, you kidding? I would never be sitting here with you. No way, no chance.
Because?
Because I wouldn't have been able to have access to myself or other people, or even been able to take in other people if I hadn't changed my life. No way. And I never would have been able to have relationships that I do. I never would have been able to take care of my father the way I did when he was sick. So many things. I know you're not supposed to cry on the show, sorry. It's pretty emotional. I didn't know Will that well then. And he was like, hey man, do you remember we had dinner the other night? And Will, or Arnett, told me, he's like, you were real. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. And by the way, have your dogs gone out to the bathroom? And I was like, what? No, what time is it? It's 4 o'clock. Oh no, I think they have to go to the bathroom. They're literally standing by the door. And that was like the first time I ever realized I had a problem with drugs and alcohol. Couldn't get into any clubs, like no girls wanted to really look at me. Like it was like, what? I mean, totally depressed. It wasn't until really Hangover. I was 36 when I did The Hangover. So I got to go through all of those things before fame even played into my existence on a daily level.
It has been awesome seeing you in this place and seeing you comfortable. Nothing has made me happier. It's made me happy to see you so happy with who you are.
Cooper, now sober for over 15 years. He's also helped his famous friends get sober, which Brad Pitt thanked him for in 2020.
I got sober because of this guy, and every day has been happier ever since.
I mean, The Hangover, that was pretty career changing. I was 36 when that happened. So, you know, I was already in the game for 10 years just banging around. So I didn't get lost in fame.
But you definitely had some wild years.
Oh, in terms of like alcohol and drugs, yeah. But that had nothing to do with fame though. But I was lucky, you know, I got sober at 29 years old. And, you know, I've been sober for 19 years. Been very lucky.
Good for you. But you've also played serious addict.
Yeah.
Look at A Star Is Born.
Well, yeah, it made it easier to be able to really enter in there. And thank goodness I was at a place in my life where I was at ease with all of that. Yeah. So I could really let myself go.
Have you ever been really hungover on a film or drunk?
No, thank God.
Never hungover?
On a film?
Yeah.
On an audition.
Yeah? Did you get the movie?
I did. And I was beyond hungover. I was probably, if you look at it logistically, still drunk.
Right.
But it was a callback to a movie, and I remember I was so drunk, or hungover, however you put it. It was just the time of day. It happened to be at 12 p.m. the next day. And I remember, and then when I got the call that I got it, I was like, I can do no wrong. And then halfway through shooting the movie, I was it was in Tampa, Florida. It was a little independent film, and I was like, hey man, do you remember that callback? And I remember the guy, Morgan, was like, oh yeah, man, I remember that callback. He goes, we almost didn't hire you. I said, oh, I'm so glad you're telling me this. Wait, tell me. He goes, you first of all, you smelled so bad like alcohol, and we thought maybe that's the kind of guy you were, and we hired you off of your first audition.
Wow.
So I learned a big lesson.
By the way, that's what I like about going to dinner with you. You don't drink and I don't drink. I love that. Yeah, I fucking hate being around people who drink. I fucking hate it. I can't stand it. I mean, how do you get someone sober?
Bro, I mean, that's, you don't get anybody sober. That's not
right.
That's not how it works.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if someone wants to change their life and they ask me, I'll share with them my experience and help them any way I can. And that's it. It's really that simple. But I can't do anything. I mean, I've been sober a long time.
Right.